Hi folks, HR Funk here. I once again find myself embroiled in a battle with YouTube. And this time it's over a holster video, if you can imagine. And this all started about 2 weeks ago. If you saw the video that I produced on my Triple K Wild K gun belt rig, when I first posted that to YouTube, everything was fine. It was deemed as being suitable for all advertisers, and it was earning ad revenue for several days. And this was when I was on my trip down to Mexico. But after about 3 days, inexplicably, the video was demonetized. It was suddenly deemed unsuitable for advertisers. And while I was in Mexico, there was nothing I could do because I had to be at a desktop computer in order to start the appeal process for when a video is demonetized and try to get that reversed. So I could not do that until I got home. And when I arrived at home and started to try to get that undone, it was very quickly confirmed as being unsuitable for advertising revenue. And this was over a holster, a gun belt and holster. Now, there were maybe 3 or 4 handguns that were depicted in that video, but it was a very short depiction. There was no assembly, disassembly, not even any shooting. Just I happened to show what would fit and what wouldn't. And this video was demonetized. So there, on my YouTube Studio app or screen, there is a little icon for starting a chat message with people at YouTube. So I clicked on that thing and initiated a conversation or a dialogue back and forth with a gentleman named Dylan. And I've tried to be very respectful and courteous as I'm talking to him. I explained the problem, explained how I don't believe anything in the video was in violation of YouTube's ad-friendly guidelines. And he went back and actually, to his credit, reviewed my video. It's, I think, a 12-minute video, and he watched the whole thing. And he couldn't find anything in the video either that violated YouTube's policies. So rather than say that, he forwarded my video and my concern to his higher-ups so that they could then review it and hopefully tell him what was wrong with the video. Well, that took a day or so, and I got a response back from Dylan, and I'll read you what the response was that he sent me in the email. So here is the email I got back from Dylan at YouTube. He says, "Hi there, I hope you're feeling great." So at least he's being nice. Says, "Our internal team has re-reviewed the video we have submitted," meaning he and I apparently. "Specifically, your video was found to contain firearms-related content. The video isn't suitable for full monetization and thus will be limited to no ads. For more details, you can review our policy." Now, when I go to the policy, which I'm going to click on right here on my phone, it takes me to a YouTube page that says firearms-related content, and it says, "Content focused on the sale, assembly, abuse, or misuse of real or fake firearms is not suitable for advertising." Again, in my video on the Triple K gun belt rig, there is no content focused on the sale, assembly, abuse, or misuse of real or fake firearms. There are real firearms depicted, again, showing them how they fit in a holster, but otherwise there is, and I shouldn't even say otherwise, because nothing that's listed in this rule appears in the video. So he goes on in his email, and he says, "For future upload, be sure to use the checks page for our systems to check your video for ad suitability after you've rated it. This way you can find out any ad suitability issues before publishing. If you have any other concerns, please let me know." Now, just to let you know, I use the checks system every time I upload a video. In fact, I don't know any way to avoid using the checks system. The Triple K gun belt video went through that system, and as I said, initially it was approved. So I sent a response back to Dylan's email, again, based on the information that he had given me. And my response was, "Thanks, Dylan. I appreciate your assistance. Please forgive me, but I'm a bit confused." Then in quote, I put, "Firearms-related content was heretofore eligible for ad revenue so long as it followed the rules set forth by YouTube. As I mentioned previously, the video you reviewed, which was submitted and passed the checks, was initially approved for revenue. Inexplicably, it was deemed as unsuitable after about 3 days. Has there been a change in YouTube's guidelines within the last week? If so, is any/all firearms related content considered unsuitable for advertisers? I'm just trying to understand so I can make the best decisions with regard to my future videos. Thanks again for your assistance, and my name. So again, I'm trying to find out what's going on with this. Has suddenly all firearms related content been deemed as unsuitable for receiving ad revenue? Which takes me to the email that I received yesterday. So yesterday I received the following email. It says, "Hi there, I hope you're doing well today." Again, very friendly. "This is Mark stepping in on behalf of Dylan." Now, I have no idea who Mark is or what his relationship is to Dylan. I don't know if he's a coworker filling in on Dylan's day off. I don't know if he's a supervisor or what. I just know that it's Mark stepping in for Dylan. He goes on to say, "Due to the nature of your video, metadata, including your video title, thumbnail, or tags, we found that your content doesn't align with our advertiser-friendly content guidelines and may not be suitable for all brands. Because of this issue, your video will remain yellow icon and receive limited or no ads. Keep in mind that videos with yellow icons can still earn YouTube premium revenue. Specifically, your video was found to contain firearms-related content." Again, this is highlighted. Let's try to get this where you can see it. Highlighted on there, firearms-related content. "Was found to contain firearms-related content. This policy content focused on sale, assembly, abuse, or misuse of real or fake firearms is not suitable for advertising." Again, in my video, there is no focus on sale, assembly, abuse, or misuse of real or fake firearms. It's not in there. I'm talking about a gun belt and a holster, and I'm talking about the different handguns that will fit that holster. There's nothing about abuse, misuse, sale, nothing of firearms. For more details, you can review our advertiser-friendly content. And again, this is going to take me back to the same thing that I just read you a minute ago. You may want to refer to your channel's rating status page. I don't even know what that is. For future uploads, be sure to use the checks. He goes on to reiterate what Dylan had said previously. Feel free to reply to this email if you have further questions, which I did. And as long as I can keep responding to the email, I will, because I would like to get an answer to this. So in my email back to Mark, I said, "Thank you, Mark. My confusion stems from the fact that I don't see anything in my video focused on the sale, assembly, abuse, or misuse of real or fake firearms." Excuse me. "The video that started this conversation featured a leather holster and a gun belt. Firearms do appear in the video, but nothing in the rule you stated applies to the manner in which those firearms are depicted. Can you please tell me specifically what appears in my video that violates YouTube's ad-friendly guidelines? If I know what's causing the problem, I can ensure future videos do not contain that content. Thank you again," and I signed it with my name. So this is what it's like to deal with YouTube and their very arbitrary rules that are vague at best, and I would say very haphazardly applied, because I have videos that have far more firearms content where I'm actually shooting and handling firearms and all that are fine for ad revenue, and then all of a sudden there'll be a video like this where it's not approved for ad revenue. It's extremely frustrating, and the main reason that I'm making this video is just to try to put this out there, particularly to other YouTube content creators who might be dealing with this same type of thing, and to let you know you're not alone. It happens to us all. And I would really, really like to see YouTube get a handle on this and make this a lot more clear, a lot more consistent, and a lot easier for content creators to be able to try to adhere to the rules they have, so we don't have these kind of problems.